Hello and greetings from Percentilers. This is Mayank Raj Singh bringing to you the second video of arithmetic questions that appeared in quantitative section of slot 3 CAT 2020. Hope you have already watched our first video of arithmetic and have enjoyed it too. The remaining 5 questions, there were a total of 10 questions of arithmetic which appeared in slot 3 of CAT 2020 QA. This one comprises the remaining 5 questions. The first 5 have been discussed in the first video. Okay, please have a look. Okay, so this is a question on circular tracks, and there are a lot of amazing shortcuts in circular tracks. People who do not know them, are not aware of them, I sincerely request them, suggest them to please watch our educational video on circular tracks on our channel. Anil, Sunil and Ravi have their speeds as 15, 10 and 8 kilometer per hour. We have to find the kilometers run by Ravi when Anil and Sunil, these two are compared. So their speeds are in the ratio 3:2. The ratio of speeds is a very important virtue when we are especially dealing with circular track questions. So ratio of speeds tells us a hell lot of things. For example, for this particular question, the most important thing that we get to know is that their speeds being in the ratio 3:2, this being the simplest ratio, it tells us that when Anil and Sunil meet at the starting point for the first time, Anil will have completed 3 rounds and Sunil will have completed 2 rounds because the ratio of their speeds is 3:2. So the ratio of distances will also be 3:2. So when Anil will have completed 3 rounds, Sunil will have completed 2 rounds, and that's how they meet at the starting point for the first time. Basically 3 rounds for Anil means 9 kilometer, and the time taken by Anil to do these 9 kilometers would be 9 by 15 or 3 by 5 hours, basically 0.6 hours, 60% of an hour, whatever way you want to see. Now this is exactly what we wanted to find, the time, because we already know the speed of Ravi. We only wanted to find the time, how much time does he have to run. So we found the time to be 0.6 hours. We already know the speed of Ravi. So our answer will be speed into time, and there we go, as 4.8 kilometers, which is our second option. Just a 2-step process if you look at it broadly. That would be all for the first question. Moving on to the second one. Alright, this question I'll do in 2 ways as follows. Meanwhile, if you wish, please pause the video, solve the question, give it your best shot, and then resume. Well, speaking openly, there are a lot of methods like equation, variables, using variables and all. But how we at Percentilers take these questions in the shorter way. In the shorter ways also, there are 2 methods that I'm going to discuss over here. So in first one, we take the ratio of usual speed and say today's speed. There is, and let us say this was the thing today, and then there is one day. Okay, so these are the 3 instances: usual, today and one day. So we are taking the ratio of speeds of usual, which is 40, and today, which is 35. So speeds are in the ratio 8:7. Since the distance is constant, the ratio of times taken would be 7:8. Now this ratio of time is going to tell us the exact duration of times taken in the respective cases. So this difference of 1 unit in the ratio of time, you can see 7, 8, 1 unit. So this 1 unit is equivalent to 6 minutes as per the question. See, today he took 1 unit extra time, and in the question it says 6 minutes extra time. That means the usual time taken to travel this distance is 42 minutes, and today it's 48 minutes. So we know the speed, now we know the travel duration, we can find the distance. This is our first method. So distance is 42 by 60 because we have to keep time as in hours and distance is anyways in. Okay, so distance comes out as 28 kilometers. Now, what is happening this one day? So one day, 2/3 of the distance has been covered in one time. So what is done is 2/3 of 28 kilometer, and usual time is 42 minutes. So 1/3 of 42 minutes remaining. Okay, and plus 8 minutes has been have been wasted anyway. And remaining is 1/3 of 28 kilometers. And this is 14 plus 8, 22 minutes are gone, 20 minutes are remaining. So 20 minutes is 1/3 of an hour. Okay, so basically the required speed is 1/3 of 28 kilometer upon 1/3 hours, so that is 28 kilometer per hour. Okay, that is branded as our answer. Okay, so this was our method. Second method will follow in different color, and don't worry, the remaining space, as you can see, less space is left on the right hand side. That is enough for us to solve this question by. In this method, what we do, we don't consider the distance. Okay, how we will do? So till this point it will be same. Okay, so till this point, so usual time 42 minutes, that's it. Now remaining distance is 1/3 distance, which would have been covered in 14 minutes. Usually, you have to understand this point. If usually at the usual speed, 1/3 of the distance would have been covered in 1/3 of the time, and the usual time is 42 minutes, so usual 1/3 of the usual time would be 14 minutes. So basically a distance of 14 minutes has been left. And how much time do we have in hand? That also we have discussed, 20 minutes. So let us take the ratio of time. 14 is to 20. This is usual, this is time in hand. So 7 is to 10 in the ratio is the ratio of time. So ratio of speed would be 10 is to 7, and this is the usual case. Usual speed is 40. So today's speed would be, one day's speed would be 28. So a lot of new guys would not have found this method comfortable, because there is a lot of ratio happening in this. But at Percentilers, we do train and get trained in such a way that this method becomes your primary method. So you can see the kind of space it has used and the kind of time it has used. So this is how smartly we find the answer faster and we save a lot of time. So 28 anyway is the final answer for this question, which is our third option. Moving on to the third question. Yes, so a question on averages. Hope you have read the question and given it a try. The structure is that a total of n by n plus 2 innings have been discussed as first n innings, then an inning of 38 runs, then an inning of 15 runs. I'll be writing the averages here. So average of n plus 2 innings is 29 runs. Average of n innings has been given as 30 runs. This is 38 and this is 15. Okay, let's find the sum. So 29n plus 58 equal to 30n plus 53. You find from here n as 5. So there are 5 innings in which one of them had lowest runs, that is x runs. Okay, so it's like the sum of 5 things is constant as 150. From where does this 150 come? Because his average was 30 runs for the first n innings. Okay, and n is 5. So the sum of these 5 innings must have been 150. One of them has the lowest score, let us say it is x. Now if the sum of 5 things is constant and I want to minimize this one, then I have to maximize all of them. What maximum can I do? I can do them 37 each. This is the maximum I can do, because the question says that batsman scored less than 38 runs in each of the first innings. It doesn't say that he scored a distinct number of runs in each innings, but the question just says that the batsman has scored less than 38 in every inning. So I have less than 38, the best I can take is 37, 37 and all. So from here we get the minimum possible value of x as 2. This is the best solution that I have on my mind. So 2 becomes the answer to this question. And now moving on to the fourth question. Very, very, very easy question. Extremely easy question in my opinion. Please read the question, give it a try. The people who are good, who think they are good, my challenge to you is do not write anything and solve. I think most of you will be able to solve without writing anything. Okay, let me tell you the solution. Okay, so these are 90 kilometers in one frame. 9 a.m. this is A, this is B. 9 a.m. train leaves at a speed of 40 and 1.5 hours it kept running. So at 10:30 the train was here and this distance was 60 kilometers. Okay, this is child's play. 1.5 hours, time is given, speed is given, you can find 60 kilometers, 30 kilometers remaining. Now the thing is, there is a train moving with the speed of 40, and at 10:30 only there is a train which is moving from the other end with the speed of 20. Now the total distance is 30 kilometers, the relative speed is 60 kilometer per hour. So the time taken is half hour, 30 minutes starting from 10:30. So I think we get the answer as 11 a.m. The shortest and the must do, in fact, to be sought after and to be done in the first place. These are the kind of questions which I always advise the people to look for, these kind of questions, and do them in the first place, even if they are mentioned at the last of the examination, towards the end of the examination. Okay, so this was the shortest question. The answer is 11 a.m. Moving on to the fifth and the last question of the video. So before starting with the main course of the question, let me do the starters first. Okay, so let's say the cost price of each kg was 100 bucks and the marked price was 120. Marked price, in order to make a 20% profit, is nothing but a markup of 20%. So marked price is 120. Okay, and selling price after a 10% discount would be 108. So the profit here is 20 rupees, profit here is 8 rupees. Okay, with this I wish to start with the solution. So this 35 kg have been divided as 5 kg, 15 kg, 3 kg and 12 kg. This 5 kg, the profit was rupees 20 per kg, which implies 100 rupees profit. Here the profit was 8 rupees per kg, so this implies 120 rupees. Here the profit is minus 100 per kg, so it is minus 300 rupees. Okay, so overall we are at minus 80. Okay, and we want an overall profit of 15 into 35, that is 525 rupees. Okay, so here the required profit would be 605 rupees. Please understand, guys, this is the profit we want to make, and overall till this point this sums up to minus 80. So minus 80 and 605 will make up an overall profit of 525. Okay, so if 605 is the profit required from 12 kg, then per kg profit is roughly 50 rupees. Now the marked price is already 120. From 120 it has to become roughly 150, which you can calculate is a 25% raise. So answer is 25%, because P is nearest to has been asked, because this is not exactly 50, this is near about 50. So that is why 25% becomes the answer to the question. This completes the discussion, the solution to all the arithmetic questions that had appeared in CAT 2020 slot 3. Keep watching the space for the next video, which will comprise the algebra questions that appeared in slot 3 of QA CAT 2020. Enjoy the video, guys. This is Mayank Raj Singh signing off. Take care.